female perspective, certainly, and a lot of my songs speak from a very liberated point of view, woman's point of view.
Shania Twain is a singer and songwriter from Canada. She sold over 100 million records, making her the most successful female singer in the history of country music, and one of the most successful musicians of all time. Her accomplishments earned her various prestigious titles, including Queen of Country Pop. Billboard recognized her as the most successful country pop crossover artist of the 1990s. Before signing with Mercury Nashville Records in the early 1990s, Twain pursued singing and songwriting from a young age, having been raised in Timmins, Ontario. The 1993 release of her self-titled debut studio album was a commercial flop. After teaming with producer and subsequently husband Robert John Mutt Lang, Twain achieved global popularity with her second studio album, The Woman in Me.
And I thought, I just don't agree with this level of, privacy invasion.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. Her full name is Eileen Regina Edwards, but is also known as Shania. She was born August 28, 1965 in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, making her 56 at the time of this production. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. Twain possesses a contra-alto vocal range. Admitting that her singing voice is not as strong as it was prior to her Lyme disease diagnosis, Twain had to learn how to navigate her new voice in order to continue performing. Prior to her official diagnosis, several physicians with whom Twain consulted throughout the years primarily attribute the loss of her voice to emotional stress, from which she's since recovered after experimenting with various relaxation techniques and devoting a lot of time to vocal warm-ups. In 2018, Twain underwent laryngoplasty to have Gore-Tex stabilizers implanted in her throat to reduce the workload on her vocal muscles. Shania Twain is credited for being the first of many country artists to cross over into pop music. Taylor Swift credits Twain for her pop crossover. Her record-breaking album, The Woman in Me, is also credited as the one that changed country music forever. While Carrie Underwood states that Twain paved the way for a lot of us, CBC discussed in an article how she shaped Canadian country music by asking various Canadian artists how she inspired them, including Tenille Arts, Brett Kissel, and Dean Brody. Twain's bold fashion statements also inspired multiple artists. Harry Styles revealed in an interview with Entertainment Tonight that in I think both music and fashion, his main influence was probably Shania Twain. Halsey also cited her as one of the artists she was inspired by in her music video, You Should Be Sad. Shania Twain's autobiography was published in 2011. In addition to singing, Twain portrayed herself in the 2011 TV series Why Not with Shania Twain, in which she told her story from poverty and tragic personal life to becoming one of the best-selling female artists ever. In June 2011, Twain received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Today, she's the second best-selling artist in Canada behind Celine Dion, as well as the first and currently only female artist in history to have 3 consecutive albums reach diamond status, certified by the RIAA. Twain is a vegetarian and devotee of San Mat, an Eastern spiritual philosophy. In 2010, Twain created Shania Kids Can, a charity designed to address the needs of neglected children who are frequently overlooked by social assistance programs. Twain's autobiography, From This Moment On, was published on March 27, 2011.
I'm not interested. So it started with the Brad Pitt thing, and so he unwittingly and certainly innocently fell into the song.
Shania Twain was born Eileen Regina Edwards in Windsor, Ontario. Her parents, Sharon and Clarence Edwards, divorced when she was 2 years old, and her mother moved her 3 daughters to Timmins, Ontario. Sharon married Jerry Twain, who adopted the girls and legally changed their surname to his. Twain has expressed that she had a difficult childhood, with her parents earning little money and food a scarcity in their house. Her mother and stepfather's relationship was strained from the beginning, and Shania often witnessed violence between them. In 1979, her mother drove the girls 420 miles to a Toronto homeless shelter for assistance. Sharon returned to Jerry with the children in 1981. Shania started singing in bars at the age of 8 to try and help pay her family's bills. Twain wrote her first songs at the age of 10, Is Love a Rose and Just Like the Storybooks. At age 13, Twain was invited to perform on the CBC's Tommy Hunter Show. When she attended high school, she was a singer for a local cover band called Long Shot. She graduated from Timmins High in 1983. After Long Shot broke up, Twain performed in a cover band called Flirt and toured all over Ontario with them while taking singing lessons from Toronto voice coach Ian Garrett. She was noticed by Toronto DJ Stan Campbell, who took her to Nashville to record demos, which she had difficulty financing. She became friends with regional country singer Mary Bailey, who was instantly a fan of Shania's voice. Twain moved into Bailey's house under a recording contract and practiced her music for hours a day and continued to record demos. She met John Kembell, who had close contacts with the Canadian Country Music Association. The two secretly began dating. Her first big break came when Bell staged a fundraiser in 1987 at which Shania performed. On November 1, 1987, Shania's mother and stepfather tragically died in a car accident. She put her singing career on hold and moved back home to take care of her younger siblings. She performed at the Deerhurst Resort in Ontario to support them. Several years later, after her siblings moved out on their own, she assembled a demo tape and caught the attention of several labels, including Mercury Nashville Records. They signed her within a few months. Shania released her first album, Shania Twain, in 1993. This album wasn't a huge success when it was first released, but eventually sold 1 million copies after her subsequent albums shot her to superstar status. The album gained her recognition in audiences outside of Canada. The album only reached number 67 on the US Country Albums chart, but it was positively acclaimed in reviews. The album found success in Europe, where Twain won the Country Music TV Europe's Rising Video Star of the Year award.
I want to write more. I want to write more books. I do want to write songs for other singers, but not because I can't sing them myself anymore, but just because I want to.
The $400 million forecast is only based on YouTube advertising revenue, meaning Shania Twain's net worth could truly be far higher. When we consider many sources of income, Shania Twain's net worth could be as high as $600 million. Shania Twain's channel attracts 17.96 million views each month and more than 598.53 thousand views each day. YouTube channels that are monetized earn revenue by playing ads. YouTube channels may earn anywhere from $3 to $7 per 1,000 video views. Using these estimates, we can estimate that Shania Twain earned $7,182 a month, reaching $1.08 million a year. Some YouTube channels earn even more than $7 per 1,000 video views. If Shania Twain earns on the higher end, video ads could earn Shania Twain more than $1.94 million a year. Shania Twain likely has additional revenue sources. Influencers may promote their own products, have sponsors, or generate revenue with affiliate commissions. Shania Twain's net worth is estimated to be $400 million. Shania is a longtime resident of Switzerland. She also reportedly owns homes in the Bahamas, New Zealand, New York, and Florida. She previously owned a luxury resort in New Zealand called Mahuanua that spans many acres and features rooms that rent out for as much as $15,000 per night. Cars you'll find in Shania's garage include a 1968 Shelby GT 500 KR, a G-Wagon, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Porsche 911, an Aston Martin, a Mercedes G-Class, an Audi R8.